Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Luis. Today I'm going to start cleaning out the fall winter garden. I'm going to start putting in the spring / summer garden. I've got lots of plants that need to go in. I've got tomatoes, I've got peppers. I still haven't checked how good or bad my eggplants are. If need be, I do have friends that want to swap out some of my tomato plants for more peppers, and I talked to somebody else today. Thank you, Kate, who says she will probably have eggplants. She's the one that gave me I swapped plants with her last year, and she gave me the Black Beauty eggplant that, is almost as tall as me. It was in the bed right behind me. And we got, I don't know, 2 or 3 dozen eggplant out of the one plant, if not more. That one, if I recall correctly, it was Black Beauty, but last year the eggplants were pretty dang plentiful. I honestly don't remember if I did any videos on those harvests, but it was a lot of eggplant. We were pretty eggplanted out, just sick of eggplants. Anyway, I'm gonna quit yakking. I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod, which is probably what a lot of this video is gonna be. Just sitting up, doing time lapses. I will put on some good music for you. For now, while you're here, go ahead and hit that bell notification, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It does help the channel to get us to more eyes. As always, the links are down there for your all your gardening needs. If you guys have a question on a specific product, I don't mention it if it's not down there. If you see something, let me know in the comments, and I will go ahead and respond to you. Today is Earth Day, so this probably will be out in a couple weeks, so happy Earth Day from the current day to the future. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get that. We worked this morning, got home, took a little bit of a break, but I finally picked up some damn mulch. Some mulch and some soil so I can fill the 30-gallon grow bag that I had over here. That the compost bin was just too much for. Because I topped off all the beds except for that one, because I needed a full bag of soil for that. Anyway, I'm going to quit yakking finally. Let me get you guys set up. Alright, so we're going to start on this bed. I'm probably just going to trim back that for now. And I do see some stuff that is growing some blooms. I'm not sure what the heck that is, but we're going to pull that. The lettuce I'm just going to leave. This is one of the tomato plants I've already planted out. We still have garlic. So once I trim this back, I'm going to have more space. The pepper's looking pretty good. And this one I think we're pretty good. I think I might just leave this one alone. This one I'm definitely taking that out. I will trim back the kohlrabi. I might take it out. I already have a tomato plant growing in this one. But this one's pretty much going to be empty. We've got, I think, 3 or 4 garlics in there, and I see an onion over there. The borage, we're just going to leave it alone. Like I've said in prior videos, I'm just slowly taking away from it. In this one, I will definitely get rid of that because it's got tons of aphids. There is some lettuce in here that I know is going to bolt. So I will probably take that out. We have 8 tomato plants so far. The parsley I'm leaving alone. And the sweet potatoes have started to come back. So sweet potatoes pretty much don't die here. They will slow down growth, but they will still keep growing. This is a wine barrel. This is, or half a wine barrel anyways. This is the Florida Petite that I planted out. It looks really good, actually. It looks amazing. I filled basically this whole thing, or most of it, with the 1 bag of soil from Kellogg's. The rest of it I just finished topping this off. So I will go ahead and probably put some peppers. I do have some volunteers in here. I'm not sure what it is. It could be a pepper, it could be a tomato, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop some stuff in there. I'm thinking I might just trim back the calendula. I do have zinnias going, and I do have sunflowers and marigolds, but they're still way too small for me to plant out. So I'm just gonna go and trim some of these back. I think on that first container and here, I went ahead and trimmed them back just because they were so big and they were starting to get the powdery mildew. But I didn't pull the plant, and so it's actually going back pretty nicely. But this hot temperature is gonna get to it, just like I did with that kale. So the kale I might pull along with that one. I can chop it up and freeze it, and then that way we can use them in smoothies. Mom loves her smoothies. Potatoes. Ooh, let me zoom back out. Potatoes are looking fantastic. One of them actually had. What's on the other side? One of them is already flowering. These have been in for probably about a month and a half to maybe 2 months. 1 to 2 months, maybe. So in this one, I'm pulling all the kale, harvesting. We're probably just gonna chop these up, freeze them, and then that way, whenever we need kale, we can put them into soups, whatnot. And everything, I think every bed has either garlic or onions. So the garlic and the onions, I'm leaving alone. I will probably just strip back the calendula, throw it into the compost bin. Once those flowers that I've got going really get the size, then, or at least bigger, then I'm gonna go ahead and plant them out. I'm also gonna go ahead and start direct seed some more stuff directly in the beds themselves. This one I think is going to seed. We do have another tomato in here. We've got cabbage. These never headed up. They may have, but I think it's just gotten too hot for them. They rarely do that well here. They do okay. This is Swiss chard. That's what that is. I believe this is a white variety, yeah. Most of this is probably going to get trimmed back. Here are some of the tomatoes I have left over from the first round, and I do have more greens, and I have green zebras coming up, and I also have red pears. So this one is insane. I'm going to trim this back. I'm not getting rid of it completely, but I'm going to trim them back. And this is that potato that I told you that we had flowers with. I don't know what variety. I'm guessing it's not the blue ones, because the blue ones I think put out like a different color flower. There's nothing in this one except for one garlic clove. Another banana's enjoying his heat. We do have another leaf. We have a curly Q right here in the middle coming up. I'm probably gonna pull that cabbage. There's chard in here, which I think I'll leave. I might just harvest some of it, although this one is going to seed because you can already see the thicker stem. These cabbages I might leave in a little bit because it looks like they might be heading up, but I don't know. They might be too close. These are red acre, so these usually don't get that big. Compost bin is composting. And then this one I might actually pull the one on the end, that way this one gets more sun, but for now it's giving it a break from baking. And then we have all the onions in here. I thought about putting something in here along with it, but I don't know what that would be. I got the mulch, and so I'm probably going to start over on that end, work my way this way, see how much I can get done. And then that way, as I finish planting out the bed, then I will go in and mulch, water it all in very well. And then the drip system has been on for probably about a week or so. Turned on and fixed. You guys saw that video probably a week or two ago, I want to say 3 of me fixing the drip system and fixing the drip irrigation, or at least getting everything together. So from that video forward, everything has been getting watered, and so I think that's why everything is greening up, because we definitely needed it with this heat that's been going on. Anyways, now I'm gonna quit yakking. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm not sure if this is a new video or if this is the continuation of the last video. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. Just to recap, my name is Luis, Green Zebra Gardening. I'm flipping over beds. In that first part of the video, or the last video, again depending on how I edit this, I did 3 beds and 2 grow bags, or 1 grow bag and 1 container. One whiskey half barrel, whatever, half whiskey barrel. I'm thinking I might do a few more. We do have a lot of heat coming, and so today was kind of nice and cool. And so I want to get as much stuff as planted out as possible. I am taking some of the stuff out directly from the garden beds, either into a bucket to take into the house as a harvest or to dump into the compost bin. I do have some flowers that are up, but they're not quite big enough yet, but I'm going to throw in whatever I've got. I do have the mulch. I didn't finish the last bag, but I'm just going to set you guys up on a tripod again. I might just do this all as one video. I don't know. But we do have some work to do. Alright, real quick. That bed, these two containers. This is the current harvest so far. I might take some of that kale out. I probably will. This stuff is going into the compost bin. Potatoes. And we have two more beds over there, and then a third one over there, and then the container. The container just seem to be planted out. That one I'm leaving alone because it's full of onions. And then, if you don't know, there's another grow bag on the other side of that flower bed. Essentially, that's what that is right now. There's some potatoes in front, and then there's some tomatoes down here. But I do have a lot of stuff to get done, and I'm just trying to get it caught up. I want to fill up the Growoyas again. The drip system is on. Not currently going at this moment, but it's going off every morning. But we are getting get some heat. We're kind of skipping over part of spring, and so it's just gonna go right into boom and let's roll. So let's get this stuff done. I'm gonna shut up and let's go. Hey guys, welcome back. This is now the third day that I'm doing this, so I think I'm just gonna throw them all together as one video. I finished up all of the beds except for two beds, the right behind you, two beds and the one grow bag behind me. Oh, and there's another grow bag, or next to me rather, than there's another one in front of me. You guys can't see it, I'll flip you around here in a second. I'm gonna finish these off. Some of the plants I put out though, they were eaten up by roly-polies and probably slugs. I believe I have some Sluggo Plus somewhere. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to just spread it all over and see if that helps. But they're all looking pretty good. I did lose maybe a few plants. Actually, I'm seeing more that I'm missing over here in this bed, so that's kind of annoying. But we'll see. I'm going to go and plant some stuff out. Alright, so let me show you here real quick what I'm talking about. So that one seems okay. That one is done for. And so is this one. Yeah, not very cool. So let me just zoom out here and give you guys a quick overview. So that bed, I worked from home today, so I clipped everything out. We have tons of calendula over there, and there's I think a third container on here somewhere, a third bin. Or was it just a bucket? I think. Oh, it's just a bucket. So I planted these guys out over here, two of them, two pepper plants. So I'm gonna, and I just put that out today for at lunch. So I went in and I pulled everything out. I had some of this stuff, some harvested prune, and so I topped off this bed because this one I hadn't done anything. I hadn't added compost from the compost bin because I had filled out one of the other containers down there, and so I didn't have enough. Not only that, this thing was massively just full of calendulas, full of plants. So I hadn't done anything to it. So before I got the compost bin going and really producing for me, I was just buying lots and lots of bags of these and just topping the beds off with them. And that worked pretty well because everything has grown very, very well here. There's only a few things that haven't struggled for me. Everything else has done pretty well. So other than the fact of the spinach, sorry, the plants being eaten by bugs, but I will go ahead and I'll probably just direct sow. I was kind of hoping I didn't have to, but those really don't. I didn't really expect them to do all that much. So this is the other bed that I need to clear out. We got a bunch of cabbages. We've got some chard. We've got I think they're all gone to seed. Yeah, that's why they're so big. You can see that they're bolted. So I'm gonna clean all this out. And then I'm going to stock this one. I do have a tomato plant in there and a couple garlics. So I'm going to go through and stock these things. Stock this one up. This one I'm leaving alone. But that's basically it. Just that one. This big bed. This one. and then a container in the back that I've already got 2 peppers in. I might put something else in there. Let me show you something else real quick before I get to work. So this is a banana tree that I brought over from the other house. I had the one in the middle that died off, and you know, with the rain and the water, I thought it had died, but because I guess of all that rain, we got two banana pups. Three banana pups. So I'm thinking I might take one of these out and I might put them in that last bed. I'll take out the last container. So I'm gonna mess with that. And so I might actually put 2 pepper plants that are in that bag back there that I just put in there today. I might put them over here, and then that way I can put the banana over there, because the sun comes from behind me, since I already have the banana there. So I'd have basically bananas on the end. I don't want to put them into the beds, because I'd rather use that for actual vegetables, but I'm thinking I might do that. Yeah, let me just do that. Let me do that first before I forget. And those haven't been in there that long, maybe a few hours, but I am definitely going to cut this out. So I might just clean everything out first and then just come back, and then that way it's kind of a method to the madness. But let's go ahead and get you guys set up. So on the 3rd day, he pretty much finished. I'm just gonna leave everything and do it all as one video. I figured, even if it is 3 days of work and one video, and I still have to shoot other videos, but I already have my next one. So I had a banana that came from the other property. I brought this one over, and this one survived, obviously, and it's growing back again. It's doing great because the weather's warmed back up. And so I had another one in a 30-gallon, and so that one I left alone. I didn't move, I didn't do anything to it, and so I thought it had died. Well, I put out 3 babies, 3 pups. So here's one of them. The other one I ended up putting into the grow bag in the back. So now we're gonna have a banana tree in that corner, and the current one you see behind me. This other one I'm gonna take over to somebody that's starting up a community garden. It's a 9th one in Long Beach. I'm taking it over to Joe and see if he wants to go ahead and put it in as a fruit tree over there, because I think he wanted to put fruit trees in, and so I figured, hey, I got an extra banana tree, why not take it over. Alright guys, well that's it. Thank you for putting up with this one. I don't know how I'm going to edit this yet, but it is going to be one video for all 3 days. Go ahead and hit that bell notification. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It is helping the channel. I did fall off the content and posting for about a week, you know, a couple days here or there. So it definitely, I noticed a change. But go ahead and do those for me, and let's see what we get growing in this spring, wanting to get into summer season. All right, peace.